Choose a sturdy benchtop or aquarium stand to support your tank. While some tanks come with bases that are designed to support their weight, standalone tanks will need somewhere sturdy to sit. Find an empty table, bench, or another spot that will be able to hold your tank while it is full of water. 1 liter, 34 fluid ounces, of water weighs 1 kilogram, 35 ounces. In a big tank, this can add up quickly to become very heavy. Make sure that your tank will be properly supported and that you won't need to move it once it's full of water. If you don't have anywhere to place your aquarium, you can purchase an aquarium stand online or from your local pet store that will be able to support. Make sure there are electrical sockets nearby. Your tank will need to have a heater, a filter, and a light, which will all require a nearby electrical socket. When choosing a location for your tank, check that there are adequate power sockets nearby to avoid having to run extension cables all over the place. You should also ensure that there's no chance of any cords coming from the aquarium's heater or filter being pulled out by young children or excitable pets. Keep the cords tucked away to ensure they are always put down a 5 to 10 centimeters, 2.0 to 3.9 in, layer of rinsed aquarium gravel. Purchase a bag of aquarium gravel or another substrate material from your local pet store. Rinse the gravel with clean water in a bucket or pasta strainer, before scooping it into the tank. Start with 5 centimeters, 2.0 in, near the front, sloping up to around 10 centimeters, 3.9 in, near the back. Use a scoop or small trowel to add gravel to your tank rather than pouring it in, as this will reduce the chances of you scratching, damaging, or weakening the tank's glass. Aquarium gravel or other substrates should be available from your local pet store or online. Add some plants to the aquarium. These can help oxygenate the water and give your tank a more natural look. Purchase some live or artificial aquarium plants from your local pet store and place their roots into the gravel to plant them. Most aquariums will have the taller plants near the back and some shorter plants in the front. Some great aquarium plants could be Java moss near the front, water with darian near the middle, and an Aponogemovaceous bulb treat water for chlorine. The small amounts of chlorine found in most tap water will be dangerous to any fish you add to the aquarium. To prevent any fish from getting ill, treat the water with a tap water conditioner to get rid of the chlorine. Follow the manufacturer's instructions on your conditioner for the best results. Tap water conditioner should be available online or from your local. Add a heater and thermometer to regulate the temperature. Tropical fish will normally require warmer water to thrive in, so a heater and a thermometer are essential. Attach an aquarium heater to the back of your tank and plug it in to begin warming the water. Stick a thermometer onto the front of the glass to keep an eye on the temperature and adjust the heater accordingly. Make sure that your heater is installed with a drip loop. This is a small loop or dip in the cable just before it plugs into the wall socket. The drip loop will allow water to run down the cable and drip off the bottom of the loop rather than running into your electrical socket. The required temperature for your aquarium will depend on the fish you want to keep in it. Research the comfortable temperature for each fish before you purchase it to make sure it can thrive in your aquarium. Don't plug the heater in for 30 minutes after you put it into the tank. Otherwise, the sudden shift in temperature may cause your heater to shift. Place the hood and tank light over the aquarium. The hood will stop anything unwanted from getting into the aquarium, and the lamp will help the live plants in your tank thrive. If your hood doesn't have a lamp included, purchase an 18 to 40 watt aquarium lamp online or from your local pet store. Make sure your lamp is also plugged in with a drip loop to reduce the chance of electrocution or electrical failure. If you are keeping live plants in your tank, you'll need at least 1 watt for every 1 liter, 34 fluid ounces, in your tank. Otherwise, any lamp between 18 and 40 watts will work. Keep the lamp on a timer so that it is only on for 10 to 12 hours each day. Leaving it on for Wait another 20 minutes before scooping the fish out of the bag and into the tank with a net. Pouring the fish straight into new water will shock them, which can be detrimental to their health. This will help them adjust to the water in the tank slowly. Avoid mixing water from the bag into the water in the tank, as this can be detrimental to the tank water. Don't feed your fish on their first day in the tank. They'll likely be too stressed to eat, so the food will sink to the bottom and rot. Feed them every other day for 4 to 6 weeks after this, before changing to the recommended feeding schedule. Test the water every day for at least 1 month. As your fish begin living in the tank, eating food, and producing waste, they may begin throwing off the balance of your aquarium. Test the water in your tank every 1 or 2 days to make sure the pH level stays the same, and the ammonia levels don't begin to rise. Raise and lower the pH of your fish tank as you need to keep it within the comfortable range for your fish. If you notice the levels of ammonia creeping up in your fish tank, change the water and avoid overfeeding your fish to lower ammonia levels in the tank. Most water testing kits will have indicator strips that you can either dip into the water or drop water onto, with the indicators changing colors depending on levels. Check the manufacturer's instruction for more specific advice on how to use and read the indicators in your